7:29 p.m. Wednesday, May 27th, 2020, episode number 798 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
You said this young man is Seth. Seth
And this-
Joseph Romatelli.
Strapping, young, lad.
A honk.
Seth the Jet.
A honk.
Romacelli.
798 episodes of Yeah Dude, America Through
Is
the
Seth
Eyes.
short for something?
Seth is short for Seth Rowe.
Sethery.
798 episodes with my dog.
Sethual.
It's amazing.
It's like
Coming into
Samuel.
June.
Yeah.
You know, Samuel.
It's Sethual.
It's similar.
Similar to Sethual.
We got a lot to go over here. We got a lot to discuss. It's America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. It's our 798th episode.
It's our sunset.
Started in February
episode.
of 2006. We're now coming into June of 2020. It's the summertime.
These are my favorite time.
Favorite months.
This is my favorite time to start the show.
Favorite months.
Sun coming down through the bougainvillea.
Let me that fucking NB Jazz.
NB Jazz just getting ready. Just hinting. Just teasing us.
A beauty boy keeping equidistant to the two of us.
Like
He wants to-
creating
doesn't
an equilateral triangle of energy. Positive energy.
I'll give you some positive energy. I have a mother. Her name is Marcia.
Roma?
Marcia Roma. It was May 21st of 2019 when she called her baby boy, her beauty boy,
1 year,
said,
1 year ago.
May 21st, May of last year, son, I have triple negative breast cancer. Mother, stop. What does this mean? It means chemotherapy. It means some major surgeries. It means radiation. But it also means
remission.
May 21st, 2020, beauty boy, son, I have new news. Cancer is in remission. My mother wanted to just say thank you to everybody a while ago when we mentioned that called with good, positive thoughts for her in this journey, this year-long journey. That was May 21st, 2019 to May 21st, 2020. So yeah. Just a blood test every 3 months for the rest of time, and
so a year of like insane,
it was a crazy year,
trying year. But as of now,
as of today, so
congratulations to you and to Marcia, and thank you to all the listeners who were pulling
vibrations.
for her, and those positive vibes.
So I gave her on that day. I had went to the optometrist that morning. So she calls me in the afternoon to give me the news. And when I told her that I went to Rite Aid to spend $23 on my readers, and she just like busted out laughing in my fucking face. That was my gift to her, was the gift to laugh in my fucking face.
Your aging face.
Your fucking aging face. Look at these beauties, these Foster Grants.
What was those Foster Grants?
Doug,
I didn't know they sold those at Rite Aid.
They're number one in readers. These are $23 right here. Foster Grant, the original American sunglass brand since 1929. Who's that behind those Foster Grants? That was their ad campaign in the 60s.
Seth
It's
Rowe.
me. It's Seth Rowe from Yeah Dude. He's got his readers on.
It's Sethery.
Number one in the world for readers.
Let me see those bad boys.
Oh, these bad boys? Let me get them out of there. Oh, let me read something. Give me some fine print. I don't even want to put them on until I have to use them. But let me just...
But you will.
Oh, I will.
In the show.
Yeah, I have...
Is it like a life changer?
It's basically... They're magnifying glasses. It's essentially just...
Yeah, but I'm saying when you
putting something
put them
under
on,
it,
were you like, oh, this is like so much easier?
Like, look at me. Because I had my eyes dilated. So I'm in there like grabbing people. Excuse me, miss, work there. Can you please, where?
Touching their face.
That's a human face, correct? My mother's cancer's in remission. I'm older. So there it is.
Well,
who's behind those Foster Grants? I think it's Seth Rowe.
I think it's Sethery from Yeah Dude.
Maybe. Look at these. They're casual. But then I realized I go online afterwards and they have like there's some online you can get like some cooler ones, some better ones. I just
duh.
was so
You
excited.
bought them in Rite Aid.
Well, that's what the woman was just like, what do I do? She's like, here are your options. She's like, just go to Rite Aid and buy readers. I was just like, wow.
Well, yeah, because like I think also people that then start to use them start to have to have a million pairs of them because you
'Cause they're on
forget
my
them,
head. They're on your
break
head,
them.
Seth Rowe.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen drawer. But wait a second.
She's put readers all over the place.
These are just a standard reader. If you wanted to, could you have gotten a custom prescription?
Custom prescription, or we could have done. They do lenses where one eye sees close, the other eye sees far. We talked. She said, just right now, just go get the readers and just
Don't fuck with anything.
just see. Come on.
No progressive.
Preliminary step. So yeah, my mother. That was such a treat for her. On top of the world, and then her baby boy
He's got his readers.
got his readers on. And I was like, I don't know. It actually shouldn't be that funny.
No, it's.
Wait, because that means.
She's got that perspective.
Oh, she's got all that
sweet
perspective.
that insight. Well, I'm glad you
Wait a
did
minute,
it.
who
I
is that?
probably am not that.
That
we
far
talked
behind?
about it. I'm probably not that far behind
I
you.
hope not.
I mean, I'm not. I'm probably in age as far behind you as I am in readers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're a couple of years older than me, and within a couple of years, I'm gonna have to do the same fucking thing.
Who is that?
That's
Behind those Foster Grants? It's Seth Rowe. Man.
I would say though,
Say something.
if you're in, like having had these ones, if you're in, you owe it to yourself to give yourself like the dopest
Proper grants.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
Sofia Vergara is all over the Instagram, and she just is like, Seth,
Get
look
on
at
it.
all these models.
No, I would say that like you'd be like, I'm doing this for. It's marking an occasion, a touchstone in your progress, in your decline as a human
Yes,
being,
if you will. So,
and then also, what you're going to be wearing them in bed. You want them to be as
No. I'll only have them in when I have my contacts in.
You only have them in when you
I
have
only
your
need them when I have my contacts
So
in.
you just need readers when you have your corrective lenses in.
Correct.
So when you take your lenses out at night, if you don't read in bed probably, but let's say you take your lenses, take your contacts out at night, you can read close up,
Yes.
but then you can't see who's
Who is
burglarizing,
that?
who's
Let me
burgling
touch
your
face.
house.
Is that a burglar? Let me touch your face. It's a human face, right?
Are you
Fuck.
a human face?
Let me-
Is this a giraffe?
Sir, get my readers. Let me.
So for now, we're just riding this out.
Let's ride it out.
I wonder if I used them. Not that I can do that right now, because you'd have to
see like a woman's bra.
No, but
if
I
put
bet
it
you
on.
even right now, I would put them on and be like,
Wait a
oh, well,
minute.
that's
I
easier.
need to get me some. Who's that behind those Foster? That's Jonathan.
That's now Jonathan.
Jonathan's in those Foster
Dude.
Grants.
USA Today snapshots, retail's hardest hit sectors during this global pandemic, as they say in France. These most segments of retail
Yeah.
saw big drops in the month of April compared to the same month last year.
That makes sense.
All retail and food service, on average, collectively, about 21.6% less.
Retail in general.
Broken down into sections, we have gas stations went down 42.8%.
Yep. Don't need it.
That's a lot.
Don't need it.
Restaurants and bars, I'm surprised, 48.7%. I would think it would be even more than that. I mean, zero. That's like 100%. No bars.
2,000%.
Hobbies, sporting goods, music, and books minus 48, down 48.9%. Again,
Yeah, when my
I would
hobby
think that
store
would be-
closed, I fucking flipped out.
I flipped. No, I would think that music and books and stuff would go up during this time because you're looking for at-home entertainment.
yeah, you just.
But maybe collectively with the hobbies. Well, even hobbies.
You
You
know,
got
my hobby-
puzzles. You got Game Boys.
Yeah. I tell you, like the day I went to my hobby store,
And they were like, we've shuttered.
I was just like motherfucking Adolf Newsom.
telling me-
Adolf Newsom! I got so fucking pissed. So I put a little Hitler mustache on a Newsom picture and I stuck it in their face. And I said, this hobby shop shall be open.
This is an essential hobby I have.
Fuck.
These figurines are essential
These
to me.
marbles. Hobby
I
shop.
shoot marbles. and it's essential to my
my well-being.
Mental well-being. Shooting marbles. Maybe that's something we could get back into. Did you ever?
No, the world's back open.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. As like a cool retro hobby.
Just like.
Did you ever shoot marbles
No,
when
I
you
never
were?
shot marbles in 1950 when I grew up.
Are you sure? Because I got way into them for a minute.
Bet you did.
There's not a whole lot I didn't
You're like,
fall for.
my dad got me handcrafted. They were elephant tusk marbles. Italian marbles.
Yeah, that's exactly what they
They were
were.
$2,000 per marble. I had a set of 300.
They were actually a set owned by the greatest marble shooter.
Marvelist of all time.
Marvelist.
Johnny Marbles from Kansas City. You know him, right?
Donnie Marble.
Donnie, excuse me, his uncle Donnie Marbles.
Donald Marbles.
Oh man, I had a poster of Donald Marbles on my wall when I was a boy.
Well, I mean, there's I have a tattoo of Donnie Marbles.
Pa Marbles, because he did the
Papa
technique.
Marbles.
He shot his leg out, and that was pretty crazy.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean,
because it was avant-garde at the time.
illegal
at the time.
initially.
Of course.
Yeah, so you had the little marbles, you had the big shooter marbles. Yeah, like you fucking
Did it.
if you got real good, you could crack somebody else's marble. You hit it hard enough. Ruin their marble for good.
Yeah, get new marbles. Son.
And then Pogs, you didn't fuck with Pogs, right?
Nope.
That was after.
Pogs. I fuck with Pogs now. Oh, Pogs.
What were you saying?
I thought you said Pogs.
PAWG?
Yeah. My bad.
We should bring back Pogs, but under the name Pogs, and combine the two.
Collab.
A Pog collab. Pogs. Down 64% electronics and appliances.
Yeah. We learned a lot during this.
Furniture and home furnishings down 66.5%. Clothing
You just
and
live with what you had at this point. You're not going to like
clothing
living
and
spaces. No. Like just live with what you have. The world's
Nope,
ending.
nope.
Jesus.
Clothing and accessories down
Absolutely not.
89.3%.
Yeah.
I mean, I've bought a lot of stuff during this time.
I know you have.
But
Nothing's going to stop you.
clothes,
That's no.
I bought a motorcycle helmet and a motorcycle jacket.
Well, you needed it. 'Cause you're on a motorcycle.
That's all I bought.
Okay.
Actually, that's all I bought. Pair of sneakers.
I mean, what can you... No one can see your fucking... You can't flex on anybody. You can't... There's nowhere to be. Unless you're on that Zoom.
I'm on that gram, flexing on the gram.
Yeah.
Now, grocery stores, however, which I don't think is considered retail or shouldn't be exactly, but
Necessity.
grocery store shopping has gone up 12%
Yeah.
in this time as well. But that's not nearly enough to make up for the hemorrhaging in the other direction.
No,
I mean,
the hobby world.
it's not, yeah.
Now, do you have any new kites? No, we don't, because we stopped making them in 1970.
What about,
What's your kite technology at the hobby store? So we're gonna have to ask you to leave. We're closed.
marbler?
We're gonna have to ask you to leave. We're closed.
We're a world famous marbler.
I'm on TikTok. Not me personally.
What does that mean?
It means I can't stop watching the greats perform
Where?
on my desktop.
But how do you watch it on your desktop?
Just go to my sites and I watch.
But what
them perform.
sites? TikTok.com?
I go to particular performers, the greats.
But you can, I'm sorry, I guess to be clear, I'm asking, can you access TikTok itself
Yes.
without a TikTok app?
Yes.
Aha.
Yes.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yes.
Because I'm not a fucking sexual predator. Go ahead.
So I'm on there, and I'm looking at the greats, and I'm seeing who's
And
at
by the greats,
I'm looking at the top. Who's at the top of their game? Who has the most views, the most followers?
who does?
Okay, so I got a theme here. Charlie D'Amelio, she's number one. 16 years old. Got 58 million people following her on TikTok. Lauren Gray, she's number two. She's 18 years old, 43 million people. Addison Rae, she's number four. She's 19 years old, 42 million people. Baby Ariel.
Does she count though? Because how many of those followers are for her mom?
for
Addison Rae's mom, who's in at least 60% of her dance videos with him.
no. This is
Her
all,
mom is fly.
all Addison. 19.
You are aware that Addison's mother is
yeah.
a very attractive woman.
And age appropriate is for us. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's somebody we can comment
That's what you
on
meant.
without getting, yeah.
Without being arrested.
But wait, who's the one that just left the crew?
Charlie and Dixie, her sister,
They're
are no
out.
longer affiliated with Hype House.
Why?
Don't need to be.
Because it was a toxic
Situation.
toxic environment.
Baby Ariel's 19. Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie's older sister, is 18. Kristen Hancher, she's 21. JoJo Siwa,
These are
17.
ages or millions of
These are their-
followers?
these are their ages. Dixie's 18. She has 25 million followers. Kristen Hancher's 21. She has 23 million followers. JoJo Siwa just turned 17. She has 23 million followers. And then right there in the middle with a 16-year-old, an 18-year-old, two 18-year-olds, two 19-year-olds, a 21-year-old, and a 17-year-old, you have The Rock and Will Smith right there in the middle with them. The Rock is 48 and Will Smith is 51. Is it worse for me to be on TikTok watching the tops, or is it be worse if I was on there competing with them with the same amount of followers?
It's definitely worse that you're on there on your web browser. Like
Shit.
on your desktop web browser.
Like trying to
than
learn,
like being like
Yeah, trying to do it.
being so ultra famous
Yeah.
that you actually can like hang in like a baby's world as well as still make like bajillion-dollar movies.
How are they in that mix?
Because they're like superheroes. They're like real life superheroes.
Are people that stupid
Yes.
that they think
But
that they're
also-
superheroes?
Well,
What is it? It's what it is.
it's probably that kind of. But also, like, they play to that audience, right? I mean, The Rock is doing cute kid shit. Plus, he's working out and looks insane. Will Smith is maybe a little beyond me, but I think that's because he's very active. Plus, his fucking kid is like wildly famous. So that kind of, no?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd tell me.
You think if Jaden wasn't Jaden, that Will Smith would
Jaden
be
and
as
Willow have nothing to do with Will Smith. Will Smith has 25 million people on TikTok because he's Will Smith.
yeah.
But these kids are very young, and they're women, and they're doing dancing. They're young kids dancing.
Well, okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
From what you saw, what does Will Smith do on his TikTok?
They're bad.
But are they dances? Skits?
Skits.
Are there kids involved?
No.
His children are not there?
They're in a couple, but just not in
So it's him.
performance. It's him.
I don't know.
I don't know. What if?
Are those maybe because The Rock and Will Smith are like were the biggest movie stars in the world when these people were like first, like Men in Black?
These kids, Charlie D'Amelio is 16 years old. She doesn't know who the fuck The Rock and Will Smith are. She's a 16-year-old girl doing TikToks. Who the fuck is Will Smith?
Well, he's the one from
From
iRobot.
Oh,
Men in Black?
Wild Wild West? Probably Wild Wild West.
Men in Black too?
I don't know. The Rock?
I mean, The Rock is the biggest person in the world.
I'm seeing that.
I mean, he is.
You mean physically? You mean
I
national?
mean, in
physically?
all fronts, he is physically the largest. He is movie-wise the biggest. He is
Right there, he's
the
the
most
biggest
most famous wrestler of all time, biggest movie star, most everything. He's The Rock.
He's the most everything.
The Rock is the most everything.
The Rock is the most everything.
Those kids definitely grew up watching movies that The Rock was in, like San Andreas. Or
Yeah, like
something.
what movies?
They're huge movies that you don't watch.
But they're not. Those aren't big movies. Those aren't like
Hercules or whatever.
Hercules. Kevin Sorbo is number 23 on TikTok. It's crazy that Sorbo's
What
in the
was it
mix like
called?
that.
Zeus? Who does he play?
He's not. Scorpion King?
Yeah, that one.
Girls love that. 12-year-old girls love the Scorpion
Addison
King.
Rae's crazy.
Addison Rae can't get enough of the Scorpion King.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they're
He's everything. He's your everything? What is he?
he's our everything.
He's our
the biggest
everything.
everything. Maybe they're there because that's the only way that men our age can justify getting onto TikTok to watch the girls dance, and so they'd be like, "No, I'm just like
I'm here for
crazy.
The Rock. He's showing me his protein drink.
I'm here for the Rock.
Honey?
I'm here for the Rock.
I'm here for The Rock.
I just, yeah. I don't know.
I'm just going to, every single time a video goes up, I'm going to see, and then I'm just going to start my own TikTok and just do the exact dance.
Well, that's all they do.
Well,
It's
that's what I
just everyone
But I'm
just
going to
does
do
the
it
dance.
like the second it goes up, you will film me, we'll put it up immediately.
I would
and
love to do that.
and watch me rise up.
I would love to rise.
You know that
I
guy
would
with the
love to-
Foster Grant spot is number 16
You know that
in TikTok?
His actual handle is Foster Grant
Foster
on TikTok.
Grant.
It's at
the Foster Grant dog on TikTok. Cool.
Foster Grant dog.
That's the Foster Grant dog on TikTok.
How about this?
I'm
the
listening.
most used corporate jargon heard on Zoom during quarantine meetings
Okay.
over these last couple of months.
Put your pants on.
Circle back. We'll some of these will be very familiar.
Listen, let's
I love the idea and I
That-
love the enthusiasm.
I love it.
However,
Let's table that.
let's table it, back burner it, and circle back.
Circle back. What are we? We're on tomorrow at 10? We'll circle back tomorrow
Circle
at 10.
back tomorrow at 10. Optics.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. In theory, what you're saying, I think it's right. It's just the optics of it. How are we going to come across there? Right?
That's probably
Right.
dead on. I didn't know. I needed you to use it in context.
So properly. And
for me to
conceptually,
understand.
You're like, oh, I get it. Optics. Yeah.
Touch base. Duh.
Well, it's, again, it's 10 a.m. now. Let's touch base at noon.
We'll touch base for a circle back at noon.
Back. We'll table it from the back burner and noon.
Robust.
Oh, God.
Whether you're talking about a portfolio or a fucking or a decaf blend from your fucking local roaster.
Oh.
Huddle up.
You know what? I think, Jim, we're on at 3 o'clock. Why don't we huddle up at 3?
We'll huddle up at 2:30 and discuss.
Perfect.
Discuss the 3
Circle
o'clock.
back on this,
We'll,
and then,
we'll discuss what to circle back on at our
And we'll, all right,
for our
see-
3 o'clock.
I'll see you guys at 3 on Zoom.
Win-win.
I mean, this whole thing.
I mean, this whole
This,
thing.
me with us.
Me, you,
you,
win-win.
Y, and D.
U, Y, and D.
Win, win, win.
So
You guys a
triple-
win-win?
Or triple wins.
We're win-win-win.
Trip wins.
So
We're a triple win. So,
see you later.
pivot.
Pivot. You have to.
You have to.
We have to as a company now
Well,
more than ever.
Absolutely.
John, it's almost June. If we don't pivot into that space, we're fucked.
Well, we've backburnered everything for so long
For
now.
this.
We have no choice. There's no room left back there. Our only choice is to either move the
Fold.
needle
Yeah, move the needle.
or pivot.
Pivot.
I mean,
Or
that's
die.
it. Or explode.
Or explode. I'll see you tomorrow on Zoom. 9 a.m.? Perfect.
Align.
You have to. I mean, I want to align with that company, but that company
the optics.
sucks.
But that optics.
Because the optics on that company
sucks.
Suck. Can we still say sucks?
What about ducks in a row?
What about ducks in a row?
Eggs in a basket?
How many times has that popped up? Marbles in an alley? Anybody?
Marbles in an alley.
Anybody?
Buy in.
Oh, you have to.
Ante up. Change agent.
Oh, God. That's I mean, what their
So that's
company...
like a game changer, but it's a person who is a game changer? Is a change agent?
Oh, Sheila?
Change agent. Flips the script.
Always.
Peels our caps back weekly.
Takes my dome and peels it back. You know how it is, right?
Disruption
Oh, total disruption in the marketplace.
in that space.
in this cap space.
In this
We'll
cap peeling space. She's a real disruptor.
peel my dome back because it's just like she's just a disruptor.
Unpack.
Oh, you have to. There's so much though. That's why
I mean,
we have.
every day
That's why we're going on at 2:30
to get
to huddle up just to unpack all this.
prior to
So we're
our
on Zoom
fucking-
tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay,
and loop you in.
got to. So you know what we'll do?
We're gonna
You know what? Let's circle back and
then we'll loop him in.
We'll loop you in, and it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. I keep saying. The reason why I keep repeating that, because it doesn't mean 9:05. It doesn't mean like around 9, kind of get it going.
Yeah.
Making coffee. No. It means like,
No, like, we're
9
in.
a.m. Not like, come on, I got to get my kids, school starts. School's over.
It's 9 a.m.
Get in front of the fucking camera. You're at work right now.
We're in work.
We're in work now. But I have 4 kids and I'm teaching them. You're at work now. This is real stupid.
This whole thing has got to be pretty
This whole thing's
stupid.
real dumb.
I mean, not for us as much as for
we're
others.
we're incredibly lucky.
We're very lucky.
Just mean I
but
don't,
I see other people,
Yeah.
and it's like,
it's impossible.
this is an impossible struggle.
You
that
are like your boss is yelling at you. It's 9:03.
But your kids
but
also
your kid
yelling
also
at-
like want pizza for breakfast again, and they're getting it.
Yeah. Oh, they'll get it.
Oh, they'll get it.
Yeah.
Just shut the
They're gonna
fuck
get
up.
anything they want.
How much pizza can you fucking kids eat? All the pizza, honey.
They want more pizza.
Pizza. Fuck. I was going through the archives, pulled something from March of 2006. It said that William Gates, I guess they call him Billy, 50-year-old man back then, Microsoft Corp head. He was the world's richest person for the 12th straight year. And that was a shocking deal. It's like 12 years in a row, he was worth $50 billion. As of today, he's a 64-year-old man, because we started our show 14 years ago. He's worth $107 billion. So it took him 50 years to make $50 billion, but then it took him only 14 years to do that again.
But plus, he also gave.
Oh, he gives.
fucked-
They're already giving it away?
He's given a
still giving
fuck
it
ton away already. Much less that he's going to give all of it
Wow.
away. But he's already given, I think, 25 billion or
He's
50
just
billion.
giving it
Something
out,
crazy.
huh?
Well, not like
Shit.
I mean, putting it towards things.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
like what?
Like African shit.
Like, okay, that's all great. He should break off the way everybody got. We all got 1,200. He should break us off 1,300.
Us.
Well,
You and me.
Yeah, and Jeff.
And Jeff. No, I mean, that was definitely talked about
Well-
there. That those guys were all going to pool together and just be like,
Nice try. Yeah.
well, we were going to
Well,
make them by
putting
holding
a
them
gun to
over
their head,
open
like I said,
flames.
yeah.
But
It's called waterboarding, Jeff. Not you, Bezos. Forbes, they got a real-time billionaires list. So every day when the market closes, you can see like how much money somebody lost or won. Can I call it won? Because that's what they're doing. They're
how much
winning
money did you win today?
So Bezos today, he's 56. He's worth 146 million.
Billion.
Billion. According to CNBC, he has made, since the pandemic started, how much money has he made since middle of March? Be realistic. Since March, it's been...
Him personally.
How much has he made? It's only been about 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 2 months, 2.5 months.
I don't know, 2 billion?
35 billion.
Get out. Does that include the sell-off that he did right at the start of it?
Oh, yes. He's made 35 billion like since this started. Zucker made 25 billion.
Since this started?
Since it started.
Well, because all we're doing is what?
It's like
Messaging
Insta-
each other on
Facebook and
Instagram?
So, yeah, that's good for them. It's very good for them. It's good for John Krasinski, Zucker and Bezos. Everyone else, total nightmare. Those
Well,
three
and Joe Rogan.
and Rogan. Rogan, Krasinski, Bezos, Zucker
2020. 2021.
Kroger. Was it like a Steven Kroger or something? Ralph. John Ralph.
John Ralph.
Vaughn's Johns.
Yeah.
Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie's got to be a person. Stephen Winn-Dixie. So that's a lot of money to make in just a few months.
Especially when everyone else isn't making any.
When they're taking it away because they're giving it, because anything they have, they're giving it to you. It's funny when any dollar that any person gets only goes to one place, and that's your pocket.
But then other
That would be
dollars
so
don't
cool.
come to those people again.
Ever again. But if they ever were
They go right
to
back.
stumble across one, it's
Immediate.
still going back to you.
Yeah.
It's like a mining town. It's like a very nice...
Yeah, a little circular
Here.
system. Yeah.
Where do you shop? I shop here.
Yeah.
I get this place.
Yeah.
He's like, it's good. I have it.
It's okay. I have
I
it.
have it.
Of course, you know I have it because you made it.
Well, I have it because it doesn't exist
Because
anywhere
you
else. So
worked for me
shut
and you
up.
made it.
Give it to me.
I'll sell it back to you.
Do you want it? Have it.
You made it. Have
You
it.
did it. You
Buy
invented
it.
it. You need it. So he's doing good. Good. Everything's going to be okay.
That's so much money.
So I picked up one of these for the first time. I'm driving and they're like, we've been in quarantine for like 75. I was like, I haven't bought a lottery ticket since this started because I haven't been in a 7-Eleven since the middle of March. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put on 4 masks. You know, I put on like fucking Gloucester, Mass, like fucking fishing gloves, and just said, "I'll throw
Waiters.
$1 down."
Got my waiters
Let me
on.
get in it because a 7-Eleven. Woo!
You can't just send someone in there for you to do that.
Like my assistant.
Well, no, like an outdoor person.
An outdoor. Hello, REI man.
Urban outdoors.
Hello, REI man.
AKA a homeless.
Here's $1.10. You keep the dime.
You keep the dime.
You shall
bring
retrieve
me back
said ticket.
That quickie.
But
Bring me back that quickie. Here's a dime.
I mean, I'm in the mix right now with that Super Lotto. Anything's possible. It's been so. I was just like,
urban outdoorsman.
Oh, this urban outdoorsman? That's Derek Ariason.
Did you win?
We find out
tonight.
We'll find out.
We'll find out in real time.
Find out in real time.
What time did they call that shit?
Whatever happened to him? Well, he finally got in. He paid a REI man to get him a ticket.
There's an episode of.
Yeah, he's splitting it. He gave $9 million to an
the
REI
REI
man.
We hunted him down.
They signed a contract. If you go in and buy this ticket, I will give you 31% of this ticket.
A magazine that's close to my heart, Omni Magazine, Omni Magazine ran from 1978 to 1997. It's considered by many to be the best science magazine ever produced.
Is that true?
It's pretty fucking amazing.
Okay.
In 1980,
So this is one of the premier science magazines.
it was just a cool ass, well designed, well thought out, well done magazine
Executed.
with great articles, both theoretical articles and factual, like scientific
So this would
articles.
be a magazine that you
and
could
kind
trust.
of like, yeah.
Okay.
And you'd also just get like baked and like flip through because there was like
Beautiful.
crazy art direction and stuff. In 1982, they published a book of science and technology predictions.
This will be, you know what I'm sure this will be?
Accurate.
Oh, yeah, spot on.
To a T.
Oh, whatever you're about to tell me happened 25 years ago.
It was called the Future Almanac.
Okay. So this is in 1982.
Now,
Now, I don't know if we ever pulled this from
June of
This is a
2006. Card pulled from 2006.
Did
of
we talk
June.
about it? I don't know.
But the question is whether or not we actually ever did this card, or Seth put it to the side because we didn't actually get to it. So
But we're going back to 82.
But here we are. But now we're jumping back from June 2000. A card from 2006.
Going
talking
back
about
to 82.
going back
but
to 82.
talking about it in 2020.
Yes.
Is that what they
And
talked?
this is the magazine that started in 78.
Shit.
One of the predictions they made was that there would be a modern subway. Is that
That's some sort of a motorized bicycle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe. I don't know what I thought it was. It's an odd frequency. A modern subway that would carry passengers from New York City to Los Angeles.
By subway, you mean subterranean.
A subterranean way.
So a mode of transportation by way of subterranean module pod, if you will.
Yes.
I'm in New York City,
I need to get to
but
LA.
I need to get to Jonathan. He's in LA.
We've got to do a show.
Well, in 1982, they told me what were my options.
5.5 hour flight.
It was probably even a little longer then because the wind,
planes were
turbulence.
slower.
Yeah.
Well, this subway in the future, this futuristic subway, will get you from NYC to LAX in 21 minutes.
21 minutes.
It will only cost you $54 one way. And the train's speed,
Well, I don't even know how to compute that if you're.
well, this is an electromagnetic train.
Oh. Well,
So top speed would be roughly around 14,000 miles per hour.
Okay, so Omni Magazine, you're a magazine. Do you do an almanac? You're fired. Your magazine is defunct for a reason. People love to prognosticate and speculate, don't they?
Yes.
They love to talk about what's going to be in a few years. So it was going to go how many miles per hour?
14,000 miles per hour.
And it was going to take
21 minutes, and it cost $54.
If you were to go to a subway now, it would take
Mind you, I
31
just
minutes.
looked on Amtrak last night.
Okay.
It will cost me $22 to get from Union Station to Palm Springs Station, and it'll take 3.5 hours. Just for perspective.
So a 2-hour drive.
A 2-hour drive will
Now-
take me 3.5 hours on a train and cost me $22. And that's to get from LA to Palm Springs.
Well, they didn't say they're only. See, this is
New York.
New York to LA, Jonathan.
It's a different
subterranean.
vibe.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just as perspective.
Oh man,
What can you do?
what can you do? You
I mean, that's in coach. If I wanted my own room on the train, $122.
forget it.
I mean, fuck. I'm trying to remember things I thought would be happening in our lifetime
Yeah, when you were a boy.
when I was a wee. And I can't tell it's like things that we have that I never would have imagined, like Shazam. But then I also thought I would be like having sex with like a robot or something at this point as well.
You did, didn't you?
I was banking on it.
Banking on it.
Actually, truth be told.
My wife.
Yeah. I mean, definitely didn't have my
No, never.
ideas straight about that.
Never once have, never once ever will ever think about anything like that.
Anyone? You mean get it correct?
No,
or
for me, ever think like, ooh, I can imagine. Why? No.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's but you also didn't.
Dream.
No, I'm just like you don't fantasize in that way.
Not in that way.
Ugh.
Wanky, wanky.
But like I used to go to
Oh, what are you
sleep at
thinking
night.
about over there? Travel. Space. What? Nudes? No. Cool spacesuits.
I mean,
So like nude? No, extra fabric. Nanu. Whatever the fuck people say.
nanu fabric.
Fuck.
Yeah,
What you thinking about over there? Cool shit. Like the moon.
living on the moon.
I want to live on the moon.
When I'm
you mean look
older.
at nudes? No.
to.
Still watching that fucking Donald Sterling doc. Still trying to.
No way.
Still watching that. I'll get back to you in June. I'll let you know next
Where
month.
are we at in his life now? He's like in his
He's a boy
mid-30s.
now.
Does he own the Clippers
No,
yet?
right now he just graduated from high school in East LA. Yeah. So there's always that. Hey, Quibby, keep it up.
In other archive UID news, Seth pulled a card that just says in giant letters, when the show started, I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. Not that we do now. We have an idea.
Oh, God.
We've made some choices throughout the years. But in the beginning, one of the choices we made was to break the show up into manageable segments.
Bits. You might even
Bits, you might even say. And some of these bits were titled and would be recurring throughout the week. I mean, recurring throughout episodes. Some of them would come back, not every episode, but every few episodes. I mean, we had This Week in Florida. We had some Craig's House. We had a bunch of stuff. But one thing that we started early on, and I don't think it lasted all that long because...
It should have.
But this was This Week at Starbucks with Jonathan. But oddly, it is something we could still do because
should.
I haven't stopped. I mean, I've been in a Starbucks every single week
that.
since June of 2006,
Yeah.
no question.
Easy.
And on some weeks, I would say maybe I've been in them 14 to 15 times.
Oh, easy.
I will
That's
go.
what you do,
I mean,
twice a day, easy.
there's
Pandemic or
definitely
not.
been weeks where I've gone twice a day, every day, no question.
Quarantine's ramped it up. You're standing outside.
Quarantine, I meet them outside. I do my mobile order.
Yeah.
It's ready when I get there, and then I get to chat with them and see how they're doing.
How are you doing?
Because the work's done.
Yeah, so let's
Let's
catch up.
Catch up because I haven't seen you.
Emilio, you look great. I haven't seen you.
Emilio.
That's a Quibi show I'd watch. 7 minutes every day. Today at Starbucks with Jonathan. You pulling in,
Jawbucks.
yelling about something. Jawbox going in. You and Emilio, you chop it up. You get your drink.
Talk about the Jordan doc.
Hey, did you see that Jordan doc?
And I
Emilio?
eat lie because all I'm telling him
Yeah.
stuff you've
Was what
told
I've
me
showed
and
you?
shown me.
Oh yeah, that was crazy when that part where he dunked. Did you see the part where he dunked, Emilio? Man, he dunked good,
I
huh?
really like to gamble and dunk.
Oh
Didn't
man,
he?
he's a dunker, huh?
He's a gambler
He's a
and
high
dunker.
flying dunker.
Anyway, see you later,
See you
Emilio.
later, Emilio. See you tomorrow, Quibi.
Quibi. Quick bites.
I watched fucking season 2 of Selling Sunset. Phenomenal.
My lady's in it right now.
Oh,
what
she
is
must
it?
be.
Millionaires have views. Billionaires have compounds.
Oh,
I was like, I want a compound.
yeah. Well,
Views are for millionaires.
when you binge it, you lose track. You don't know what episode you're on, and then when you finish that 8th episode and it doesn't pull up the next one, and you realize it's over, but then they start rolling other scenes, and it's like, oh, they shot 2 seasons because they did so good at the first season. For this second one, they shot 2. So season 3 on your fucking birthday.
Oh, so they're
Fucking
not
Friday,
going to. They
August
don't
7th.
keep. They'll.
They gave us
Everyone
8.
has to do that.
They gave us 8, but I thought that was it.
But I know that's what I'm saying. Every show you give us the first season.
You better give me 2.
You give me a first season.
Okay.
Fine.
Maybe we didn't know.
We didn't know, but it's a smash. Everybody loves it. You get picked up.
You best
Double up because
triple up now. It's a
you
win-win-win.
fucks. It's UID. It's win-win-win.
Fuck. All I do is win-win-win.
Yeah.
And
The Khaled channel.
so,
Khaled
oh my God, on
seasons.
Pluto.
I want
So yeah.
2 seasons of fucking
Happy fucking
Dave.
birthday to me.
Give me
Happy fucking
season
birthday to
2
you.
and season 3.
Give me them both.
And just let
Black
me know-
AF season 1, 2, and 3.
You can even string me along like you're saying for a few months, but just tell me it's there.
And I got a good one for you, Christine. Why does she get off scotch-free?
Nice.
Ooh, Christine.
Not quite.
Ooh, you wicked poos.
Scotch free.
Scotch-free.
Nice.
Got you. Somebody put it together. Somebody give me a 12-minute supercut of fucking mistakes, of verbal fuck-ups.
That people don't react to in the show themselves.
Because
they don't hear them.
Nothing's happened. Everything that's been said is absolutely perfect. So
Scotch free.
I
Just UID. Scotch.
scotch-free.
Getting off scotch free.
Now I fucking did that Jeffrey Epstein on Netflix. I did my 4 episodes.
They didn't get in deep enough, did they?
Well, the problem is when you are looking at you're on episode 4, you know it's the final one of the docuseries. There's only 25 minutes left, and he's not even in jail yet in New York. You're like, well, I'm not going to learn much about, or I'm not going to dip into many conspiracies if there's only 25 minutes left of this fucking 4-hour documentary. They don't even get into it. It's very good in talking about about laying out his crimes and letting us see how fucking creepy he was.
Well, I think that was the intent.
But shouldn't they have
But no, because then it could be cheapened by them pontificating about him being smuggled out in a catamaran out to fucking
on a
whatever
Hobie
the fuck.
catamaran out
But
to-
does it implicate him and all of the politicians and crazy powerful people? No way.
It's just about
Couldn't
him.
possibly, because all the things it's airing on a platform that is, at the end of the day, there's somebody that owns that was on Party Island fucking raping.
So you're saying we're waiting for Alex Jones's 8-part series is what you're saying.
I was talking to my friend about it. He's just like, unfortunately, there's no way that they could go hard enough. But then if they did, it would go on YouTube and everyone would dismiss it because it was like some guy made this in his fucking mom's basement, So it's like...
It's a no-win stitch. So I avoided all of that for the entire time. Didn't read anything about it other than knowing that he was guilty.
And then they don't
Didn't
do
watch anything
shit.
about it. And then I'm like, well, now I'll just get a little bit and find out what's going on. Then although they do break down his crimes, and it's
his like techniques,
pretty intense.
his intense fucking techniques.
It's pretty intense. So
I mean, he's a bad dude.
Oh, bad dude. But I was hoping for a little bit of the bullshit towards the end of
But they don't get into how he made his money or how he blackmailed or any of that shit, right? No, they just talk about him fucking 16-year-old girls. You want to get that?
Nope.
I'm gonna make a call. So you pick that one up, and I'm just gonna call my dad real quick.
I love you.
I
love you, Dad.
Should I watch it?
Yeah. Definitely. And by that, I mean Selling Sunset. Yes.
A-Shock.
Yes.
By that I mean A-Shock. San Francisco's oldest gay bar, The Stud. Permanently closing after 54 years, opened in 1966.
Can't tell me that.
It's been at the same location, the corner of 9th and Harrison in Soma, since 1987.
That is...
Listen, man. we're gonna be reporting a lot of
A
this
lot of that.
over the next few months. A lot of
Wow.
studs are gonna permanently close,
Wow.
if you know what I mean.
That is
Have you been there? Did you poke your head in there?
Oh, fuck.
You know what I mean?
Back in the fucking early
No,
90s.
I mean the first time you went to SF, did you
You
were
had
like,
to.
I gotta hit the stud. City Lights, the stud,
Done.
Golden Gate Park.
Got to run down the Castro. My chaps.
Um,
How you want to talk about? If you took any bar and you tried to factor how many people fucked,
how many people got?
started off at an establishment and
And
ended
said-
up fucking. You are talking about that is a jump off for countless rendezvous.
Yes.
Great, good memories,
Probably some bad ones too.
always. But you couldn't say. Everyone's gonna say, the stud. Oh, yeah, I fucked one night. Yeah, after the stud. Yep. Oh,
Is there a weird smell? It smells like something's on fire.
like burnt toast, like stroke style, or
No.
that's just the stud, baby. That's stale
just-
beer. That's just.
That's just us
You know what I
conjuring
did?
the memories.
Just what I did is I had the stud bottle,
Scraped a little bit of the floor.
And I wanted to
had
get
it
a
shipped
little
out
fucking
to you.
sniffer-rammer on you to just bring back those memories.
Little smell-o-vision.
Damn. Smells like the stud in fucking San Fran.
It's a new fragrance by
It's a new fragrance.
Margiela.
Givenchy.
It's called
the
Le
Stud.
Stud. Le Stud.
Smells like the stud in San Francisco. They closed.
Yeah, they
I know. That's why
bottled
I
this right
bought a
before.
gallon of it. Put a little bit on. Just
Probably.
good memories. Good memories.
Yeah.
If you took a,
I don't
like
think
a Studio 54, how many people can we quantify how much fucking happened at the?
Probably not as much
That's-
as the stud. I'm just gonna go on
We're
record.
hearing that.
But probably more cocaine.
More
But
cocaine.
not that much more, but more.
Less poppers, more cocaine.
Yeah. It might be, yeah,
Maybe about even.
about even on the poppers. More sex at the stud, more cocaine at Studio 54. Dead even, neck and neck on poppers.
At even.
Did I tell you about doing poppers at that rave?
No.
This is only a couple of years ago.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I'd ever done one before.
And what happened? Celebrity had one.
A larger gentleman, a drug dealer, offered one to me. I bought drugs from him early in the night
Okay.
and was, by the time I found him on the dance floor, not like I wasn't looking for him, but we came across one another.
That's how it works, baby.
And I
wasn't looking for it, but I found it.
I was very, very high at that point. Like I was Xing my balls off.
He
And
knew.
it was like
He knew what he gave
it
you.
was a pressy. Like it wasn't like pure MDMA. Like he sold me a fucking OG
Maserati.
like candy fucking raver. Like here is a
Take
multi-speckled, pressed
Yeah.
ecstasy
It's
pill.
just called Bugatti.
So like yeah,
Buckle up.
it's called win-win-win.
And then he saw you on the dance floor. The two of you came back together, sweating.
While I'm like now profusely sweating,
He'd been waiting the whole night for this to come
eyes
back
like
to run,
saucers,
run back into each other.
and then he's like.
I know. I got something
He's
for
like,
you.
you want to do a popper?
You wanna take it to
And
the next
then
level?
I didn't really think about it, but then I was like, that's like something like gay dudes give like other gay dudes on the dance floor to
Yeah,
like
it's
so
like
they can
fucking-
make out,
You're
right?
like Pacino in Cruising. You're like, I'm recreating Cruising tonight. So you just started dancing. You did it.
That shit was fucking.
It worked.
You know what's great about them? They
They work.
seem to go very well with other drugs. It's like one of those like, oh, you're high now. Like, why don't you get like high?
Feel right? You want to feel really right?
You want to feel right? Well, you're about to. Like,
Pivot.
you're going to feel so good that you're going to be glad that it's a short-term situation because, like, feeling that high for longer than a popper, like, you wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
No.
You'd wind up in a loony bin or
Why don't you
something.
pivot this way? Come here.
But yeah, I fuck with those. have.
That was a few years ago. You've been sober for a few years.
What did I say?
You said 2, but you've been sober for
I would say it was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
So it happens with time.
Saw him at a bus stop not that long ago. Like a couple of months ago.
What was he doing?
Waiting for the bus.
Waiting for the bus. Wow.
Yeah.
That was your drug dealer.
He wasn't my drug dealer.
This is just a man that you knew could procure illegal drugs.
Man that I was told could procure.
That man has illegal drugs.
I was told by someone else that I know that guy. I've seen him around. He sells drugs.
What's he driving? Aston Martin? No. Just don't worry. He's here.
He's a Metro man.
He got here.
He's an eco man. He's a Metro.
He got here.
He's a Metro man.
He loves the environment.
But he has been
He's been good to you. He was
in
good
this
to you.
game for a long time.
He's seen his things.
And I would, if I was to buy drugs,
If you needed to get drugs tonight,
and I saw him, I would buy drugs from him again.
I bet if you saw him, you'd buy drugs from him anyway, just to thank him
I might.
for that night.
I might. I mean, when I saw him at the bus stop, I almost flipped to you and picked him up because I was like, "You're too good of a drug dealer to be
Too good of a
taking
man.
the bus."
I don't want you on this.
I don't like this.
I'm going
for
to take you right home.
Let me take you directly to wherever you're going.
Let's go into where you live.
Let's hang out
And
together.
let's do poppers.
You got any more of those
Watch Rick and
poppers?
Morty and do
I don't know if you
poppers.
remember this, but about 4 or 5
You
years
remember
ago,
me? I was the one with the tank top. I was recreating Al Pacino in Cruising.
with you.
With you. You remember. You gave me that Lamborghini
But
Countach. That pressed
everyone
Countach.
everyone talks about fucking Molly and pure MDMA, and I'm telling you, there's something to be said for
it comes
just
down
a
to it, you want
good
it old school.
old-fashioned fucking rave like ecstasy, like just crushed with like a little bit of fucking speed, a little bit of PCP, a little bit of ketamine,
You know,
a little
just
whatever
the
the
just the
shit,
taste,
whatever
just
the
the
chef,
taste.
whatever the chefs,
Whatever they made in the
catch of
basement.
the day. That shit,
Bondagas.
that shit works.
Yeah.
That shit is a party drug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit. Fuck, man. Good shit. Men are more prone to competitive risk taking and violent behavior than women.
Okay.
So what happens when the number of men is greater than the women in the population? According to research by Florida State University professor of psychology John Maynor, the answers may not be what you expect. When men outnumber women in a given ecology, intuition may suggest that rates of violent crime would skyrocket, marriages would destabilize, and many children would be born out of wedlock. He says, intriguingly, the opposite has been observed. Maynor's study, Ecological Sex Ratios and Human Mating, was published in the journal Trends in Cognitive Sciences. The study was based on a review and analysis of previous work on the topic conducted by Maynor and others. Although ecological sex ratios have been investigated extensively in non-human species, they play a crucial role in humans as well. Many factors can produce sex ratio imbalances, including wars, which kill more men than women, and sex-differentiated migration patterns. Quote, one of the central ideas is that there is an imbalance in sex ratios. Whichever sex is in the majority faces a lot more competition when it comes to finding and retaining romantic partners. He says one way in which that competition expresses itself is in the way both men and women shift their overall mating strategy toward the typical mating strategy of the other gender. In order to compete, many male species will often resort to competitive risk-taking or violent behaviors to attract females.
Watch this.
Look what I can do. In human males, this means attention-grabbing, riskier behaviors like overextending financially to purchase status symbols, riding motorcycles, and fighting.
Probably just put these fucking G-stars on.
Get
Get on my bike, ride over
Get
to
on
her
my
house.
hog and go beat this
maybe
guy up.
fight, maybe punch her mailman. It's called peacocking.
But there are other male responses that are lesser known. Maynor pointed out, Maynor pointed out more typical of females. Another way men can compete with one another is by being quicker to settle down with one woman. to get married and really devote himself more fully to having kids and being a good parent, he said. On the other hand, if he isn't able to find a partner, he might be inclined to compete in other ways, and that's where you might find increased violence, risk-taking, and competition with other men. Maynard said his study also revealed this crisscross of traits works in the opposite direction, with women adopting behavior more typical of men when they are in the overrepresented population. Quote, when women are abundant, they are more open to casual sexual relationships, less likely to get married, he said. They are essentially catering to what is often the trait among men, which is to play the field. For those in overrepresented populations who might already have trouble finding a mate, competition to win a mate's affection can be especially difficult. Maynard mentioned men of low socioeconomic status as an example. Quote, they are generally less desirable to potential partners, and their mating opportunities are limited, he said. They face especially fierce competition, so they are especially inclined to find a partner and settle down quickly.
That's a lot to unpack right there. I can tell you that right now.
We'll circle back to it later, after in $7.99.
Yeah, because...
Well...
I'd probably jump off this quarry.
What is...
Can you watch
Could you watch me do this? Are you watching me do this?
Oh, you think it's too high? Oh, okay, hold on.
Well, let me get a little bit higher then.
Well, okay then. Oh, there's a little tree that's on top of the quarry? Maybe I got up in the branch on the tree.
What if I sock this guy in the face
right
before I jump?
Let me punch the cops when they get here. You like that? You don't like... Okay.
Do you like it, though, lady?
So what does that mean?
Well, I don't know what it means because I don't know... Well, I mean, I know what it means, but
do
we have more men or women in the country right now?
I guess maybe
in the
have
world?
to do it like city by city, or the cities that like...
Well, we know certain cities, it gets crazy. Like San Francisco, for hetero, it's like hetero people, it's like 3 to 1 or something.
More men or more women?
More women, because there's so many gay men there. So the ratio, the women, and so the women, I guess, are very sexually aggressive.
So what are they, just fighting and fucking?
They're fighting and tearing men's clothes off in the street,
disrupting them.
No, they're very aggressive.
Okay. 888-842-2357.
And in New York, I think it's 2 to 1.
It's 2 to more women and more men.
And then in Los Angeles, I think it's like the other way around.
More men than women.
Jeff, could you do a quick check on that?
I find every city and then like...
Could you just do
what's Cleveland and Pittsburgh?
Could you put them up on the big screen for us, too, when you're at it? And just,
Oh, my God.
Just tell me what Los Angeles is. That's all I care about.
That's all he needs to know.
I would say it's more men than women in Los Angeles.
Then you could adjust your behavior accordingly. Because you don't even know. You do what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fucking...
What do I need? Because I can fight, I can chill.
I can chill or I can fight.
Just tell me what the numbers are.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what city I'm in and what the fucking ratios are.
I'll gauge it by the city I'm in.
Tell me the ratios and I will fucking
When I land in a city,
accordingly.
I go right up to the information booth and I say, give me the ratios right now because I got to know what kind of fucking mood I need to be in.
Text me these ratios.
I should give them to me. Oh, no, okay. No. More? I'm chill.
All right, so it's about even.
Just chill, yo, just chill.
And then, well, sorry.
Just chill.
Now that you found that one, what about San Francisco? And then, thank you.
So in LA, there's more women than men.
But just not by much.
Okay.
So that doesn't, I would say that's just about even.
So it's just, you never know. You got to play, you got to fucking toss a coin how you're going to be. Depends.
Depends what neighborhood you're in.
Depends who I run in. Might see my drug dealer. I might not.
So I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's all good. Punch somebody.
Wait, no, that's not hetero.
Yeah, I don't know.
So half of those guys are gay.
I think 75% of men in San Francisco, right?
What'd you say, Jeff? That's just male to female, right?
So
yeah.
Jeff,
so that I'm not that far off.
So Jeff said 82% of all the men in San Francisco are gay. Jeff said that.
82%
Holy
of
shit,
men
Jeff.
in San Francisco are gay. Yeah.
Jeff 888-842-2357.
Or have gay tendencies.
Or like to,
Speaking of 888-842-2357, that is a toll-free voicemail that you can call.
Don't be afraid.
And please don't be afraid. You could leave a voicemail, a message of encouragement, or a...
I like that.
Yeah.
Positive encouragement.
As opposed to what? I'm not going to tell them to talk shit. But if you also have some anecdote, something to add, some type of constructive criticism, Seth is all ears.
It's always good.
We are a
It's a conversation we're having.
commercial, advertising free, listener supported podcast established in 2006. If you'd like to support the show and support Seth and I, you could pledge to the show through Patreon.
On this journey.
By pledging, you also get access.
This is a journey from 2020
Access.
vision to readers.
Yes, from 2020 to readers.
Yeah, dude story.
You could pledge to the show. You also, by pledging, get access to the archived episodes of the show that aren't available on iTunes, etc.
It's a lot
And then
of
also
episodes.
access to all the video episodes of these, the video versions of these
visual
episodes
content.
when we put them up. Our website is UhhYeahDude.com. You could find me on Instagram. You could also email me personally at uyd@me.com. We also have a Venmo. That's UYD number 4 letter L. UYD4L. If you'd like to just, shoot us a couple of bucks for a funny joke or something like that, a one-time donation as opposed to signing up to pledge. But obviously, if you could, please pledge to us, and we deeply appreciate those who do, and those that have continued to, despite the adversities that they're facing currently in this world.
This crazy world.
Now, we also ask that you tell a friend
Yes.
about the show that maybe knows about it but hasn't listened to it or doesn't know about it at all. And
come back for
most
$7.99.
importantly, yes, please just come back for $7.99. Just knocking at 800's door.
Right there. I know we won't. Remember all the backlash we got for episode 600, which was our...
We're not going to do any. What was that? The voice. The
that was
voiceover.
voice, yeah.
I mean, listen.
Hey.
If I hadn't fucking farmed it so hard, it wouldn't have been as bad of an episode. But because I was so bad at it and struggled so hard, I think it just drove people
It went bonkers.
doubly crazy. Whereas if I had kind of nailed it, it probably would have, the momentum would. But I was so.
Yeah.
You caught me so off guard, and
People are
I
like,
was.
Jonathan, it's Morgan Freeman.
I was
Like,
just.
shit.
I was so bad
I
at
had
it.
Dave Chappelle.
So bad at it. So much worse than I am in my waking life, in civilian life.
I mean,
But that's what happens, showbiz.
When you're,
when those lights are on,
performing.
when the audience is listening. Come back, tell a friend.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For listening on this. It's really a journey.
It's fucking A. It's a
If you
journey.
think about it.
Let me tell you. Fucking A it is.
So thank you. Please come back for the next episode. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.